Afternoon, impromptu car review. It's a courtesy car roulette. Mrs. Geoff's BMW has gone to Luke for some remedial work on a sticking brake caliper, which has caused us a whole load of fun over the weekend. And I've got Luke's courtesy car, which is this. It is a Skoda Fabia. I'm pretty sure it's a 1.2 petrol, 90,000 miles. And last time I borrowed one of Luke's cars, it was the MGB. And I put that on the channel and we could have sold it 12 times over just from the video. So I texted Luke this morning and I said, look, if I make a review of your Fabia, how much is it? Because someone's going to want to buy it. And he said, it's absolutely not for sale. We've just driven past the Arthur Glen retail park and Luke says that this car is actually called Arthur. And he's had it for 16 years and it is absolutely not for sale. It's done 90,000 miles. I've never had a Fabia before, and I've got to say, it's a great little car. It needs a real good clean though. So I think because Luke's had this car for so long, and I did say to him, I'll get it clean for you. He said, you don't need to clean that one and it's not for sale. So I'm going to clean it and then I'm going to sell it. No, I'm only joking. I'm not going to sell your car, Luke. But I think this is one of those cars that Luke keeps just as a backup. As I say, it is the courtesy car for when customers need, and it's a great little thing. This is all the car that you could ever need. And I'm going to have a look and see how much it's worth, because it's probably worth more than Luke paid for it. With the way the car market is now and the value of second-hand cars, even with 90,000 miles, this car's probably worth about £15,000 in the current market. Luke and I were chatting the other day and he was at a trade auction and he saw a 2006 Polo go through the auction at something like £3,000. It's a 20-year-old car. Such is the demand for particularly small engine vehicles like this. So when they're telling you that EVs are selling amazingly well and everybody wants EVs, just go and have a word with someone that actually buys cars at trade auctions, because they'll tell you that small engine cars like this and diesels, sensible diesels, are making stupid amounts of money because everybody wants them. Right, we're on our way to Halfords to go and buy some tools, because I've just realised I don't have any of the tools that I need to do the job in hand. The job in hand being replacing my coolant hoses on the Volvo 850. I've got a Jubilee clip that has sheared off the top, and basically I need to go buy some mole grips. I've also decided to treat myself to a new Halfords advanced toolkit, because I haven't really got any tools, and I've been threatening to buy a toolkit for probably 3 years. So today's the day. Let's go. They've got an offer on, by the way. It's just been Mother's Day, and for some reason they've got a Mother's Day sale on, which means it's £125 instead of £250. So we're going to go and buy that, drive this car, and see if we can get my Volvo on the road for a trip to the tip this afternoon. A very exciting day with Geoff by Sky. Go on, love, you can cross the road. Look at this, look, not the Nissan Duke. Look at the price of fuel there. Get your finger out of the way, Geoff. It's 144.9 for unleaded and 165.9 for diesel. I've just driven past an Asda.
Roundabout, take the second exit.
Where it's 150 for diesel. So there's absolutely profiteering going on by petrol station owners, because that's 15 pence a litre more expensive than it is just like a quarter of a mile down the road. Scumbags. Here we are then, at Halfords, and that is the Skoda. I'll show you that in a sec. Halfords is just there, and what's really funny is what's going on here at the moment. So there's roadworks, which means you now cannot get out of the retail park. You can see all the lorries stopped there, waiting for some traffic light, which I assume must be up there. So it's basically complete gridlock. Over there, that Shell garage as well is selling fuel at 15 pence a litre more expensive than the Asda down the road. So absolute profiteering going on. But what's not profiteering is this Skoda Fabia. So it is I don't even know what year it is. It's a 2006. And as I said, Luke's owned this for, I think he said 16 years. It's got a decent set of tyres on it. It's got lots of moss. So we do need to get this car valeted for Luke. Inside, yeah, it's pretty mucky. I Please don't think that I've been drinking beer whilst driving. I had a road beer yesterday whilst Mrs. G was driving this car, actually, which is funny because it was Mother's Day. So it's a 5-speed manual, reverses, push down and go over to the left. Why do people feel the need to blast their music out when they're sat in their cars? I think people are idiots these days, aren't they? I've had enough of human beings. You may have as well. It comes with the optional mini mats, which is nice. So plenty of space in the back. Kids have had a sandwich in there as well. Nice large boot. Definitely needs a clean. It's got that Sahara dust all over it. Sahara dust. It's the HTP engine. In the back you've got a red leather satchel and a Ninjago magazine. So generally just a nice little car. I say it's just an car. Like if you need a car, this is the perfect car for you. It's actually fairly straight. I mean, the bumper needs a bit of paint, but there's no damages or dents on it or anything. So we'll run it through We Buy Any Car. Sound like a chav. And see how much it's worth. And then get it cleaned and see what it looks like afterwards. All right, it's great. It's lovely to drive. Nice little car. Right, let's go to Halfords. I got distracted and went to Poundland. And I found a right haul. I'll show you in the car. What a haul that was. Right, we've got Ford Mustang GTO, Optimus Prime, which is a new one. They'd obviously just like restocked. Optimus Prime, I've lost one already. There it is. That's a Matchbox. That's a, what is it? 1980 Jeep J10 step side. That's pretty cool. And then I bought a 2CV, tidy, and my first Range Rover. Bought my first Range Rover. I like the colour. I've gone for a green one, but it's a PHEV, as you can see. So very risky purchase there. I mean, that's probably going to break down before I get out of Halfords. So yeah, got distracted by Poundland with my haul of cars, and now it's time to go buy some tools and carry on this review. Okay, job done. Right, got some goodies as well, which I'll show you. You're all in the comments being like, Geoff, you shouldn't buy stuff from Halfords. I'm not a professional mechanic. That's my toolbox, which we'll have a look at when we get back. I got a screwdriver set just because it was cheap and handy. Self-grip pliers, which I'm going to use to get that Jubilee clip off, and some long nose pliers as well. I also got a battery earthing strap, which may come in handy. We'll have a little look when we get back. Okay, let's go home. Inside my little Polo, there's not really anything to it. Nice and simple. Okay, so that's how hot you want the air. That's how fast you want the air. That's where you want the air. We like that. It does have air conditioning and a complete packet of GoPro accessories, actually. Radio, CD, audio. I wonder if it's got auxiliary in, if it's got a 3.5mm. That is your volume. That turns it on and off. I like that. Nice and simple. Heated windscreen, but no other options. Glove box, which has got the MOT and stuff in there. And then that's your mileage and whatnot. So let's just see if it's got like a trip computer. Lights are obviously down here. Mirrors are on there. Door there. Nice interior trim, actually. This is upholstery. It looks plastic. It looks like carbon fibre, but it's not. It's like a form of upholstery. So let's just see what options we've got when we click this. See the clock down there says 12:46. Fire her up. So, can we scroll through anywhere? Inspection light flashing. What's this here? Oh, there we go, look. Average speed, 32 miles an hour. 81 hours something. 12:46, 10 degrees Celsius, MPG. 38 is the average for the car. I mean, you can't really sniff at that, can you? 65 miles range. 38 miles per gallon average is better than most modern stuff, and this car's 20 years old. Right, let's see if we can drive home. Seatbelt, Jessica. Right, the traffic is absolutely horrendous, so we'll see if we can actually manage to get out of here. But it seems to be that everywhere you go these days, there's roadworks or a road closed, and they never actually communicate with each other, do they? So the council will have the gas board, the water board, the roadworks people all doing stuff at the same time within 100 yards of each other. They all put temporary lights up, and then nobody can get anywhere. And then if you're trying to go anywhere on a Saturday, you've also got to dodge the queues of all the idiots that sit in the line to wait for drive-through McDonald's. It always absolutely staggers me. Oh look, there's Big Motoring World. Big Motoring World have a terrible reputation. I'll do another video on those guys soon, because there's a whole load more stuff that has come out. There's a hand car wash there, but I think they're cash only. I haven't got any cash on me. yeah, big motoring world, they're terrible. So that's it, we managed to make it through the traffic. Yeah, everywhere you go, it seems to be, the roads are a nightmare. If it's not potholes, it's traffic. If it's not traffic, it's road closures. And that's driving in the UK. Anyway, we'll be back in a bit, and I can see if the tools that I've bought, Hickory's Smokehouse. Now Luke and his partner, they're big fans, flags, of Hickory's Smokehouse. What do you think? Have you been to Hickory's? And if you do go to Hickory's and you know Hickory's, let me know what you order. Luke and his missus have got like a specific thing that they buy when they go to Hickory's. But Mrs. G and I, we're fully paid up fans of the Beefy Boys. And the problem is, MGB, once you've been to the Beefy Boys in Hereford, nowhere else is good enough. I need to take Lee the Macmaster there to do a review. But honestly, if you haven't yet been to Beefy Boys for a burger, it'll blow your mind. Best thing ever. Much better than Hickory's. So, right, I'll drive home and I'll check in with you when we're back. Oh, the other thing is, I haven't got much battery, as usual, and my phone is going crazy today with people calling me to tell me stories about Hampton auctions. What a shower of shite they are. It's so funny watching it all fall apart. All they had to do was be decent people and run a decent auction, and they can't do it. They can't do it. I said to Zach in January, I'm not going to make a video now. I will wait and see what happens at your next sale. Keep your nose clean. And now he's completely destroyed because he's done it to himself. Like, honestly, if you can't run a decent car auction, don't bother, because everybody's getting ripped off, and then everybody complains. You can only hide genuine reviews and genuine customer feedback for so long. Like, if your business strategy is, I'm going to rip off as many people as possible once every 2 months at an auction, and then when they find out, I'll delete their reviews and threaten them with legal action. How long do you think you could possibly get away with doing that before it all comes out? It was all coming out anyway before I got involved. I just fanned the flames a little bit. Oh, also, I didn't film it, but there was an Omoda electric car parked in the disabled parking space outside Halfords. So, you know when I say all the EVs are built on Motability, kind of proves it. Right, let's go home. Down to one lane on the other side, look. Didn't catch that on camera because I haven't got my GoPro with me. But at that last roundabout as well, there was a load of traffic. Two guys pushing a broken down van. I always find, like, when there's a vehicle that's broken down and it causes a massive tailback, why doesn't the person at the front go and help push it out of the way? I always do. I love those. That was a yellow Mercedes CL 35 AM, no, not CL, C35 AMG. A35 AMG, sorry. Like, if you see a broken down car, just go and help push it out of the way. I always do. And it's always good fun. You get to chat to people and find out why it's broken down. Unless it's an EV and, you know, the handbrake's locked on and the motor's locked up and all the rest of it, and it can't be pushed. But yeah, hilarious. A35 AMG. It's the only car I'd actually buy, and I'd have one in yellow. Okay, I'm back. What's my verdict? Cracking little car. No complaints about it at all. If you want a car, little Skoda Fabia, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Be cheaper than a Polo. Because, you know, they are. I think this is worth about 950 quid to 1,500 quid tops. It's no money for what it is. They're very reliable and fun to drive as well. So that's that. Right, now I'm going to use my new tools to fix my old car. So this is what I've bought. This is the 150 piece Halfords Advanced socket and spanner set, and £125 today, down from, I think, 200 and something. So what have we got? Well, we've got a socket set with all our extension bars. We've got all the spanners that we could possibly need. All of these extension bits here, all of these bits here, Torx. Basically, you can see it. It's got everything you could possibly need. Is it worth £125? I don't know. I mean, they come very well reviewed. It's got a lifetime guarantee, I think. People seem to like the Halfords stuff, and it's about time I bought myself a decent tool set. So let's get on with the job in hand, which requires that for the moment. See if we can replace some of these pipes on this car. I'll show you the problem I'm having. So trying to replace this pipe here. You can see it's still attached. If you look there, the top of the head has come off the Jubilee clip. So I'm going to try and break that off with the pliers, basically. That's my plan. Someone in the comments on the live feed said it was going to piss it down from 1 o'clock. It's now 10 to 1, and they're correct. But I have just done it here, and if you look, I'm not going to explain to you how I got this off, but there's a hairline crack there on that side. That's the radiator mounting side. There's a crack there. I wonder if that's where I've been losing coolant. I don't think I did that. I might have done. But now all I've got to do is fit the new one, which looks totally different to the old one. You know we're going to be on eBay tonight buying an original one of these, and the answer will be that I just shouldn't have messed with it. But I've started, so I'll finish. There. It's not too far off, to be honest. It's better than a... yeah, it could be worse. So, let's do this. That is the cooling system. Right, the rain's coming down again. I've got it up to temp, and everything seems to be holding well. So, I think this seal needs doing as well. Add it to the list. Yeah, everything seems to be holding well. Top hose, well that's coolant overflow pipe. It's still got that slight misfire, but I've not got this pipe on at the moment anyway, so I need to put that on. Maybe that'll sort it out. You can see my bottom hose down there. It all seems to be working well enough. So, yeah, generally, I'm pretty pleased. It ticks over, and then every now and then she's got a slight fart to it. Yeah, not sure. Anyway, it's running and it's back together. My coolant hoses are changed and I've got no leaks. So I'd say that was a good day, even though it's taken me 3. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, with a bit of Gorilla Tape and a piece of plumbing pipe. I think this is a piece of guttering from B&Q. Cost me a £5, but I've cut it and I've sealed it, and now my new air filter has the feed that's been cleaned. That then goes to that, which is all sealed until I can get a new part for that and that, because I want to replace both of those. But for now, I've finished. I think we'll go on a road test, maybe in a bit when the traffic dies down. Maybe tomorrow. Not a bad 3 days work. 10 minutes worth of work done in 3 days. It's ticking over beautifully. It has got a blow in the exhaust. It's had a new exhaust at the back, and the midsection is blowing. But that is now idling like a champ. Okay, I'm happy with that. Right, now to get some miles on the old girl.